Hello everyone. So in this video again we have come up with a very interesting question pertaining to geometry. So let's take a look. Let AB be the chord of a circle W. Let P be a point on chord AB. Circle W1 passes through A and P and internally tangent to W. Circle W2 passes through B and P and internally tangent to W again. Circle W1 and W2 intersect at point P and Q. Line PQ intersects W at X and Y. Assume that AP equal to 5, PB equal to 3 and XY equal to 11 and PQ square equal to M by N, where M and N are relatively prime positive integers. Okay, so then find M plus N. So this is the question um, that we have in front of us. So now let's try and solve the same. Let's take a look at the diagram of this question itself so that we can get a better understanding. So here's the diagram of the question. So let's take a look. So here what we have, AB is the chord. So AB is the chord is given here of circle W1. Okay, so this particular circle, the entire big circle, let me just mark this. AB is the chord of circle W. Sorry, my bad. This is W. Okay, let P be the point on AB. So this is P, point on AB, this particular. P is the point on AB and is tangent, internally tangent to W. Okay. Circle W2 passes through B and P. So W2 passes through B and P. So this one is W2, B and P, and internally tangent. Circle W1 and W2 intersect. Okay, this is W1 and W2 intersect at P and Q. Line PQ intersect W at X comma Y. PQ line intersect W at X comma Y. And AP equal to 5. Here this is 5. PB equal to 3. Followed by XY equal to 11. So this entire XY will be 11. And PQ square equal to M by N. So PQ square, this particular will be M by N. So having said that, let's try and solve the question. Okay, so assume O1 is the circle of W1 and O2 is the circle of W2. So we have assumed that, and O is the general circle of the circle W. Okay. Now there is basically a homotopy at A sending W to W1 that sends B to P and O to O1. So O2 is parallel to O1P and O1 is parallel to O2P. So which is O1 parallel to the O1 is parallel to O2P and this one is parallel to this. So basically we have a parallelogram. O1 O2P is a parallelogram. Let me highlight the same. This particular is a parallelogram. Now, since it's a parallelogram, so angle O1 QO2 will be equal to angle O1PO2 and further equal to angle O1 O2. So let me just mark all the angles so we can get a better understanding. Angle O1Q O2, O1Q O1Q O2. Let me just mark this. O1Q O2. Okay, this particular angle followed by O1P O2, O1P O2. This particular angle equal to O1O O2, O1O O2. This particular angle. So hence O1 O2Q is cyclic. Okay. So O1 O2Q, which area am I denoting? Let me just find. This is O1. Let me just highlight the same. Say O1 O2Q. Let me highlight the same with a different color as well. This particular region I'm talking about. Okay. This region here. I hope this is clear. However, O1 equal to O2P equal to O2Q. So, therefore, O1 O2Q is an isosceles trapezoid. Since O1 O2 is perpendicular to xy and OQ is perpendicular to xy, therefore Q is the midpoint of xy. Okay, I hope this much is clear. Having said that, now by power of a point, we have Px into Py equal to Pb into Pa 15. Also, since Px plus Py equal to Xy equal to 11 and Xq, since Q being the midpoint, is 11 by 2, so therefore we can also determine Xp being 11 minus root 61 by 2. Further, PQ can also be determined by XQ minus XP, which would in turn give us 61 by 2. So therefore, PQ square will be 61 by 4. Write it properly. 61 by 4, where M is 61, N is equal to 4, therefore M plus N would be 65, which is our answer. So hopefully this thing is clear to you, how we came about solving using the diagram in general and all the steps involved pertaining to solution of the same. So kindly go through the question and try to solve it yourself with the video as a reference in general, so that you can get a better understanding, and try to go through the video multiple times so that you can make a visual connection with the diagram also, so that whenever you try to solve this kind of question, you can have a proper idea, so which areas to focus on, which lines to take care, and which properties basically to rely on, so that we can get our answers in general. So with that said, we have come to the end of the video and I'm signing off. Thank you so much.